Hey, how you guys doing on this beautiful Friday morning? Hope you guys are having a great day, or where it might not be morning wherever you live, but I am from the NOS, so good morning, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. How you guys doing? You guys have trios? Are you guys ready for the trio cash cups? You know, if you guys do not know, there's going to be trio cash cups in this next season that's coming up in I think 11 days or so, and then after this next season, there is going to be trio FNCS. So basically, I want to help you guys out. I want to sort of show you how me and my trio sort of play Endgames and whatnot. If you guys do want to know some further backstory about me, I am a professional Fortnite player for NA West. I've completed at Twitch Rivals, TwitchCon. I got 12th in Solos World Cup during week 3. So hope you guys are having a great day, man. But basically, what I'm going to be going over first before we hop into the VODs, and we're going to sort of be VOD reviewing together. I sort of just want to go over the roles. So my role in my trio is an IGL. So IGL stands for in-game leader, and basically I lead the tarp. I, make the final decisions, but also get input from my other 2 players on my trio. And then we have Wheels, who is sort of like the support player. He can also take over the tarps and whatnot, and that's usually when I'm low on mats, or let's say I need to heal up, I got shot. Wheels usually takes over the tarps. And then we have Beast, who's sort of like our fragger. He's our controller player, so he usually stays at the back of the tarp, and he blocks off the very back of the tarp with his builds and makes sure no one flanks us. So Beast does a really, really good job at that. Alright, let's get it. So I'm going to be hopping into game 1, boys.
No tags. 2 more rockets.
Quinn, I've been waiting for this class for so long. That's what I'm talking about. Hope I can help you guys out.
Is there any,
I know I will help you guys out in one way or another.
big pots? Beast, you want to give me that harpoon for the RPG?
Are IGLs smart, or they could be all around? So IGLs are usually, they don't have to be the smartest, but the thing about an IGL is that you have to be able to lead. You need your 2 other players in your trio to sort of believe in you. So right now we're going to specifically be talking in Endgame right now. So we're going to see how this zone pops up right here and sort of see how we play as a trio together.
We have a pad.
Yeah, sub to YouTube, much love. Thank you, Simon. Hey, okay, Med, I see you.
Go for a pad for you 2.
Perfect, thank you for helping us out.
So I'll be chilling.
The chat delay. Is it Kinley? How am I so good? I play this game every single day.
I'm at 2, 2, 2.
Alright, so in this game right now, we do have a launch pad, but there is a thing in the game right now called a glider bug, so that means we all can't launch as a trio. So one thing that we spot out is that we see this team right here. They're sort of rotating early, and so what we're going to do to save mats is that we're going to play right behind them. And also, with playing behind these guys right here, we might also get a pick right here. And notice how I don't shoot, because if I shot right there, then it would maybe give us our position away. Instead, I sort of wait to sort of play behind these guys. So again, I'm leading right here. His Wheels and then Beast. This is healing up or whatnot. And then one thing about trios versus solos is that you can actually kind of overbuild a little bit just because there's 3 players and mats versus having 1 player and mats. So right here, I'm using this stair rotate on the right hand side right here. And notice how I don't build a wall right here. I'm sort of using the storm on this right hand side to be my wall so I save mats. And also, yeah, it's mainly just to save some mats. I changed my elevation here too. Most important settings for PS4 and Fortnite, except sense. I mean, I'm not a controller player, so I don't know the specifics of that. But ProGuides has some videos on that I would go check them out with. So what was this a West Open trio scrim? This specific scrim was the West Pro late at night ladder. As you could tell, we have Storm Surge. There's a 45 moving zone. You guys might be like, hey, you're kind of low on arena points. Is this a pro scrim? Yes, this is my alt account that I play on that has customs. Do you need to be a PC player to be really good? No, there's going to be most likely another solo platform FNCS, so you can perform on trios right here. All right, so we're gonna be specifically looking. So both me and Wheels have a RPG. So so whenever I play, our sort of goal is to get into circle. Right when we get into the circle, there's dead time. So we have like 7 seconds of dead time. During that dead time, as a team, we look for impacts to sort of get our mats back up, and that's exactly what we do here. We end up getting 2 kills.
Right here, harpoon it.
Both me and Beast. And in trios especially, it's really, really important for one of you guys to have the harpoon. So zone's continuing to rotate far.
I got 500.
So right here again. So I main tarp, but Wheels and Beast have the ability to take over a tarp. So when you're playing as a trio, making sure that every single one of the players on the trio can sort of fit all the rules is really, really important, and that's especially with tarping. So Wheels is taking over the tarp right here since he got a lot of mats. He said that he got 200 mats off that. I just sent an RPG on high ground just because I know Wheels has like 3 more RPGs.
Brick. Go to the right. Nice. Get up layer here. Get up layer here. Up is really contested. I'd be happy though.
So I call for a change in layer right here, and you see how I just take over tarp as an IGL. I sort of don't, sort of argue or sort of allow Wheels to do what he does. I just sort of take a step ahead, and then I take over the tarp right here. Versus, maybe allowing Wheels to sort of tarp. I sort of had a vision, and I knew that my rotate was going to be really good, so I just, I took it over just because I had confidence in my rotate. Why did I drop my RPG? So my teammate has an RPG. I had 0 rockets. You're going to see why it sort of becomes useful. Me dropping my RPG there wasn't a bad play, but it wasn't, a good play. How do you not choke endgame? It's just playing the same thing over and over again. So, all right, so again, so like I said before in this previous zone, we have that dead time. We rotate into zone, we get deep, we make sure that we use hard mats when we're rotating and also building up our structures, and then we go for the impacts. As you can see, it results in back-to-back kills here. Wheels calls that he's RPGing. We have Beast with his minigun.
We need to harpoon it. Got another
I call the harpoon right here.
Harpoon, I got floppers.
So then I call it a play. I say, hey, Wheels, drop me the harpoon. I have floppers. So I end up picking up the harpoon off of Wheels, taking some extra storm damage because I had the floppers on my body, so I could, take that storm damage. Wheels then calls out that he's low on mats, so I don't get to stay there for too long, and so I instantly rotate.
Guy below you, no mats. Be careful. Behind you. In zone.
And look how close we are playing as a trio. When the circle gets super small, it's really, really important to play as a trio. How many points do I have on my main account? Like 10,000. I don't play arena too much. I mainly play customs. So again, here's me taking over in the tarp.
Watch behind us. Yeah, I got our back.
After, Wheels said that he was low on mats, I took it over. So again, I'm playing on this storm side. I'm playing on this dead side, which sort of allows us to sort of get into this position. So we're in zone right here. So again, we have that dead time right here, where Beast does a beautiful box up and ends up getting a kill. Alright, Beast calls that he has a lot of mats. Wheels also calls that he has a lot of mats. So when you're playing the game of Fortnite and there's rotating zones, one thing that you have to be really wary of is zone elevation change. So right here, there's a huge zone elevation change because we're on max low, right? And then it ends up going up a huge mountain. And so we're like right here. So we have to be aware that elevation change is sooner than later. We sort of get bailed out by a launch pad. It sort of gets a little bit scary.
Knock shield on low ground. Knock shield on reskin. Okay, nice. Coming up to you guys. Here, in the cone.
Notice, look at how I'm sort of going for, an impact right here. Wheels took over the tarp. So, again, trios is again, that 2 people can tarp, and then we have 1 person who's sort of just normally frags. All right, so it goes up the hill. We sort of realized it a little bit too late.
I'm solo going right now.
I'm going for a solo crank right here.
Play height. I got height. I got it.
I then end up cranking for height, and then Beast and Wheels launch pad for the high ground. How do you hit more shotgun shots? Thank you. Usually lower sense, and making sure that you scope in during your shotgun shots is really, really important, checker. How do you know if it's a god tarp? A good tarp means that you're not getting focused. So right here is just towards the end of the game. Everyone that we're sort of fighting right here is going to be shambles just because we're a trio on high ground. It's a 5v3 right here. I end up trying to drop down because thinking that I have mats. and then I ended up getting the kill right here on the last person. But that was a beautiful pressure. So the whole thing why we did so well here was because of the flow that we had, and just making sure that if you are playing trios, man, play with your trio when it comes to creative, getting that chemistry up, and being able to have those set roles that we talked about: an IGL, a support player, and then we have a fragger. So we played that really, really well. All right, see you later, Ryan. What sense for God aim? So it's a lot of preference. We're gonna be going on to another Endgame. So if you guys do have any questions about trios, feel free to ask me in chat, man. I want to help you guys out. So let me know if you guys have any questions.
You guys need to get up one and come towards me. I'm healing.
Attack or pump? I like it depends on my AR. You see how I have a golden AK right here? I like to have attack when I have an AK. Let's say I have a scar, I'm more likely to hold a pump. These are customs. These are pro customs on the West Coast that I'm showing you guys. And this is me playing, and I'm sort of just reviewing it. Hey, should I not keep an SMG in scrims? It depends. If you're a controller player, an SMG is really, really powerful at the moment. What is my sense? My sense is 800 DPI.
My cone is above this guy.
I'm at 800 DPI, 8%. Sorry, I'm just trying to look and see what happened right here. So we're sort of in zone already. We sort of got the half in zone, and Wheels just got a beautiful kill on this play right here, which got us a beautiful impact. How do you get into pro trios? So there is Discords for West Coast and East Coast for scrims, and you got to go up the open ladder through there. How do you rotate without being focused or hit? That's a good question. So when you rotate, you should make sure that you're never rotating like this. You should never make sure that you're that you're on someone else's box. And this comes from both angles, right? So I play a 2-box distance, so making sure that I'm 2 boxes away from opponents, and that usually makes sure that I don't get hit while rotating. Another thing is that you got to make sure that you're not second height, because if you're second height, then the high ground team's most likely going to focus you every single time. So making sure that you're on the right layer and making sure that your layer is not too congested. That's usually what I do. How do I remember the things that I say? Is this I repeat it. Hey, what's up, Matt? How you doing, man? What did you say? Let's go see. Sorry if I missed you guys' question. Feel free to send it again, but obviously don't spam. What is an IGL? An IGL is an endgame leader focus. It's sort of someone that sort of leads the team. That's good. That's good. Did you guys assign roles before everything? We assigned IGL, and yes, we did sign everything.
I feel like we somewhat rotate this one, and then we go.
I've always been known as an IGL in comp, and Wheels is a really, really smart player too. So he fits the perfect role of sort of being able to be the second tarper, since he chooses really, really good tarps himself. Do you push people if you laser them? In trios, yes, we do. It depends. If there's a third-party opportunity, if we can get shot by another team, we maybe don't push. But let's say it's a 3v3 and we laser a guy, we usually do push, because we land Grotto, so we have Brutus minigun on us. How to get good aim on controller? Making sure that your ADS is really, really important.
I got glider bug.
So I have this glider bug right here, which sort of sucks.
I don't land early. You guys play solo or duo, I should say.
So I sort of play myself right here.
Try to land right side or left side if you guys can.
I'm trying to call out where to land, so my trio can help me out here. I'm wasting a lot of mass on this rotate, just making sure that I stay alive. All right, but look at this regroup. Like, look at beautiful plays by Beast and Wheels here. They get back on my body, and we're in zone now.
I need metal. Can someone split metal?
How do you find a trio? So I'm pretty sure ProGuides Discord is a great way to find other players that are trying to grind. So that's what I recommend. But also, just finding a trio through a Discord is the best way, man. How to hit with a pump? You just got to ADS. All right, so this game, we were trying to play high ground a little bit more. There's 32 people into this 6th or 7th moving right now, so these are really stacked. Any trio landing spots? I will be doing a session on trio landing spots. So right here, we wanted to go for high ground. Beast made a call. He said they're PGing for height. So then we're ahead of zone. I go for a crank right here. Look at how high this team was, right? So my issue was here is that I didn't continue cranking. I didn't know that there was a team that was right here that ramped above us. So that is my fault.
Spray, minigun this. Cracked him or hit him 100, Quinn. Okay, I'm getting RPG.
No, Wheels got RPG'd right there. So then, so once Wheels goes down in this scenario, it's a 2v3 for height, and I'm low on mats, so I don't commit to it right here. Now I do this. So this is something that you can do in trios right here. Okay. So this is sort of like a 200 IQ play that really did help us do well. PG means playground, so it's like sort of when you 1v1 in creative. That's basically what it is. How do you find a good trio? Is this trial and error? So what happens here, instead of leaving Wheels at the down right there, I decide to use the pickup mechanic, and I tell Beast to tarp ahead. So again, Beast is our fragger, but here he is leading the tarp.
Full box here.
So we end up getting the res on Wheels right there. In trios, this is something that you can do in trios and squads versus obviously solos. You can't do that in duos. It's really difficult to do it too. So playing as a team and making sure that you utilize everyone is really, really important. This guy's way too smart for Fortnite. Let's get it, Sam's, man. What is a fragger? A fragger is someone that looks for picks nonstop.
Okay, I'm only on wood, 100 wood. I'm expanding.
Alright, so I end up getting RPG'd into this other guy's box. And right when I die here, I don't complain, right? I still support my trio. I try to give them calls. I try to call their mats. I try to call their HP or something like that, right? Just because I die in a trio, just because you die in a trio doesn't mean your trio can't win. Trios is a game mode, and same with squads and duos, that you can clutch up as a solo and get you more points, placement points, and stuff like that too. What is the most important thing to do in a match? It's the win, George. So here I am sort of, you know, calming for Beast so he could just sort of just, you know, frag out. What is a tarp? So a tarp is exactly what this is right here. So whenever you tarp in trios, you always want to be using brick or metal. So that is the go-to material when it comes to endgame. When you want to use wood, it's just like how Wheels is doing it too. He's making sure to double tarp areas. He has a cone and a floor everywhere because wood is super easily team sprayed. So that's something that, you know, in trios that you should want to do. Who should be a fragger? A fragger should be someone that knows how to stay alive and that can get kills in a short amount of time. Should you third party in trios? Yes, feel free. Third party in trios is usually the best fights. Isn't that called a tunnel? A tunnel, a tarp? Yes, they are called basically the same thing. What do I do when you get FPS drops, man? There's nothing you can really do other than, you know, try to get better settings or something like that. I see a lot of Tico fans up in here. I was watching some of Tico last night. Are we fishy or a banana gang up in here, guys? How are we doing it? What is the best tarp for trios? Usually stair tarps or full tarps. Because there's a lot of mats over 3 players in trios is usually how it goes. Fishy, okay. Yeah, I see some banana though. Tack or pump? It depends on my AR. Let's say I have an AK or an AUG. I like a tack versus let's say I have a SCAR. I don't mind having a pump. What do each player need to do in a trio? So I sort of explained this at the beginning, but I'll explain it again. So the 3 main roles in a trio is an IGL. So that's going to be the main tarper. That's the guy who's going to be the main shot caller. And then there's going to be a support player. A support player is sort of someone that takes over the tarp when the IGL gets low on HP or runs out of mats. And the support player also just, you know, can also frag out too. And then we have a fragger, and the fragger stays at the back of the tarp. Make sure that they block off the back so no one else recycles your tunnel, and also can get impact frags and is always looking for frags. So we're gonna be hopping on to the next game, guys. So those are the main 3 roles, but in a trio, it is super important that anyone can fulfill all those 3 roles. That is how you become a great trio. If every single player can fill those roles in a trio, that's when you know you're a good trio. How do you not choke? It's just sort of practicing Zion and doing the same thing over and over again. How do you improve super fast? VOD reviewing. If you can VOD review your own games and other people and other pro games, that's how you improve the most. Because then you get to figure out what your weaknesses are. Can you do a recap? I basically just did the recap right there, Everest. So right now we're just looking at some end games, and I'm basically going to be explaining the same thing over and over again. Splash. I really do think that 1v1 realistics are a great way to improve. How do you become a better builder? Just hopping in creative and PGing better players. What are frags? Frags are elimination, so basically kills. So right here, my trio member Beast has a glider bug, so he isn't able to use the launch pad with us. So me and Wheels are basically playing as a duo.
Stair top this, solo it. We don't have too many mats. Reverse the stair if you can. No.
So again, so Wheels is taking over the tarp, but I'm sort of telling him what to do a little bit. As an IGL. Sometimes I could be wrong, but the thing is that I have confidence when I call, and having confidence makes a bad decision a good decision, just because sometimes, you know, your teammates are fully with it versus like they're sort of hesitating, like, oh, is that the right call? I don't know.
Try to get a kill. We're in zone.
Beast is the best controller scrim at NOS. You know, there's tons of good controller players at NOS. Can you switch roles, trios in game? That's exactly what I mean. You shouldn't switch roles in game. That should be something that you're discussing before.
Okay, drop it.
How to get better chemistry with your trio is just sort of playing over and over again.
Can we play through here, Wheels? And you gotta run this. Ready?
So Wheels ends up getting one pumped in the back of the tarp and looking for an impact frag, and then Beast is still separated away from me. So
I'm ahead of zone. Beast.
so now as a solo, I have to clutch this up. But again, like I said last game, just because you're a solo doesn't mean you're done with your game. You can still get those placement points. You can still get an elim. So right now I'm playing my Twitch VOD. So I stream all my practice games. I'm the only person on NA West that streams every single practice game. So if you guys do want to get better and watch pro scrims on NA West, my Twitch is down below, and also my YouTube if you guys do want to show my YouTube. Some love there. Is it good to use Kovacs aim trainer? Yes, that's what I use Kovacs. Best loadout for scrims. So you basically want. It depends on where you land, really, but you should aim for a RPG and a minigun, at least on one of your players. So you should have like an impact weapon. So an impact weapon is a weapon that can get you high ground. And I land grotto, so I always get, you know, for sure minigun, and we usually get heavy snipes, which is really good for impact. How to learn new building techniques? YouTube is the best way, Caden. What is the best tarp on high ping? Usually a full tarp. I would recommend a full tarp. Can I repeat the roles again? Okay, yes, I can. So the role that I have, so there's an IGL, there is a support, and then there's a fragger in trios. So an IGL sort of makes the calls, and also leads the tarp. So this is the first person to start tarping and whatnot. And then we have the support player who takes over the tarp when the IGO gets beamed or when the IGO's out of mats. And then we have the third player who's the fragger, who's at the end, is at the back of the tarp, back of the terminal, making sure that they black off the back, and also looks for impact frags during the end game. Also really important thing to have on a player is a harpoon. Making sure that you have a player that is a designated harpoon player is super, super important. So right there, you know, I get fourth as a solo there when there's like 25 players remaining, so it isn't that bad. Oh, you are, Zachary? Hey, great minds think alike. Did I get the minigun and a heavy sniper? All right, so you should not have all those weapons, you know. You should have one person having a minigun, another person having a heavy sniper, and another person having an RPG. Spreading out your inventory across all your teammates will result in only good things. What do you host the lesson in? I don't know what you mean exactly, Connor. How do you improve your mechanics on console? Same way you do on PC, just hopping in creative and fighting players. My YouTube's not in the description. Well, my YouTube's RichHomieQuinn. If you guys want to find me, just look up RichHomieQuinn on both Twitch and YouTube. Same name. All right, there's a win right there.
I think that's 3 wins in a row.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Elate. What's my favorite gun? I like the heavy sniper. I'm a sniper player. If you guys also, if I don't answer a question here, man, I'm sorry, guys. If you guys are asking me something, feel free to ask me on my Twitter. My Twitter is also RichHomieQuinn, so feel free to send me a DM there. All right, so we watched that game All right, we have one more game to watch, boys, and then we'll be playing some solo customs. Let's go see.
No, we're good. We're good. Don't ever expand here. It's gonna get us targeted if we build.
All right. Where'd I land at? We landed Grotto, me and my trio. How do you survive early game? Is this what I do? Whenever, so let's say I die early game at my drop spot. I
don't think we play high.
Try to address why I died. You know, if we just had bad drops, then I focus better up on my drops. If they outlooted us, maybe I need to start landing where they're landing because they get better loot than me. So, if you keep getting beat by the same thing, then just do what the other team's doing and implement it into your own playstyle. What are the roles for trios? So it's IGL, support, and fragger are like the main 3 roles that I want to say. My supported creator code is Quinn, Quinn. Best way to get better late game, zone wars sometimes helps with the hectic amount of endgame. But it really depends. Which is better, box fights or zone wars? I think box fights. I don't think zone wars are the best practice. Can I do trios? Should I do some trios arena? What do you guys want to do, solos or trios after the lesson, boys, for customs? Yeah, my Twitch is RichHomieQuinn if you guys do want to show me some love. Best creative map for practicing? There is no best creative map. Alright, looks like solos for today. We'll try to do trios on Monday. How does that sound, guys? Waiting for solos today. Maybe you could try to get some trios on Monday. What tools do you have to VOD reviews, like the drawing and arrows? That is called Epic Pen. How can you get 200 IQ like Mr. Savage? The best way to get that is by watching some RichHomieQuinn. Alright, so right here we're just going for holds. So we rotate early into the game, and then we go for harpoons right here. So Wheels is usually the designated harpoon player, but obviously both me, Wheels, and Beast, we all can harpoon. I should have told Wheels to take extra storm damage for the match right there. Because I had floppers for him, but I just didn't. Are box fights good in scrims? Yes, if you can box fight in scrims, you will become an insanely good player. How do you fix your mechanics, and who do I watch to get better? So I just watch the insane box fighters like Clicks and Benji. Like, those guys are insanely good. So how do I get better? I watch, those people. Should I study your drop? Yes, William. Thank you for that. I got you, Dylan. This is the highlight of the week. Let's get it, Simon. Edit on release on or off? It was a safety. I have edit on release on. It made me a faster player. Something that I was really bad at is my mechanics were a little bit slower, but my mechanics have improved significantly since I switched. So we have 3 pads here. We got a good amount of pads early game, and we also got some impact frags. So we're just launch padding ahead. So when I pad and I land, so let's say I'm padding onto this box. What I do before I land, I build a lot of floors here to try to catch my players, because I'm gonna be building a box right here, but my players need to land somewhere, or my teammates, I should say. So I build up floors before I land, so I can sort of catch them. So Wheels ends up getting the glider bug, which is still in the game. So that means he has a really slow glide, so he can't really group up to me. And he's towards the end. So I do this tarp that is shown in OCE a lot. So you place a floor above you, and then you place a stair below. So why is this tarp good? Because it sort of shows it. So the 2 tarps that I could have done here, I could have done a tarp like this, or I could have done the top tarp or a tarp like this. But the stair, but the way it builds, the easier it's more difficult to spot you. So that's what I decided to do here, is this tarp here, right here. And also you can easily change your elevation for a high ground through a floor edit right here. So that was sort of my thought process of why I did that. Do I take all early game fights? No. Sometimes you can disengage based on having bad loot, or maybe your loot's so good you don't even need to fight. So Wheels gets glider bug, he ends up dying in storm. So now it's up to me and Beast to sort of clutch as a duo together. What is Epic Pen? An Epic Pen is basically what allows me to draw my screen.
Nice, really good pad. I'm gonna land on top of this wood right here.
So when I'm also landing, I call out the material that I'm landing on, and I also mark where I'm landing. So that gives Beast, the player who's following me through the air, where I'm sort of going towards a direction.
Oh, behind you. Go ahead.
How did I get killed when launching? Short padding. My last lesson was on how to use specific launch pads and what type of launch pads. You're gonna say it doesn't matter
Let's play over here.
if you're conscious, you will be. At what time do I stream? I stream every single day at 5 p.m. PST
Zone here.
on my Twitch. How do you find a trio? Through Discords, SP. If you want to go on ProGuides Discords, that is our Scrim Discords. Those are the best way to find trios.
You flopper behind.
You're a fan from the UK? What's up, Reactive? I really struggle in early game because my spot keeps getting contested, and they get a blue tack while I get a gray burst. Any tips?
Play on me.
So you're sort of making it into a 50-50. What I would recommend is making sure that you have a lot of mats. It seems like maybe
Oh, it's
your
right
mats.
there.
So I thought Beast was coming towards me, and I ended up leaving my back open, which got me shot. So maybe I needed a box up there and allow him to edit the throw. So I'm the best player in my trio. Should I drop my trio because they're not good, or what should we do to improve?
Getting in zone. Do a full box.
I mean, it's hard to say, you know. If your trio wants to get better, then you should probably stick with your trio because you already have that chemistry. But if you have the opportunity to try out with other people, you know, I would feel free to try out. What devices are the best to play in Arena? Also Switch, please.
Your roof's getting taken right now.
I don't know what you mean exactly, Banana. Do I practice your drop or wait for a new map? You might as well practice something, right, Illusion? I would practice your drop because you're gonna learn something from your drop, even if it's gonna be a different drop there. I will respond to Twitter DMs after, like later in the night. How do I get away from W keys mid game? You just gotta alpha up. Sometimes you have to fight W keys. What is my Twitch? RichHomieQuinn. Yeah, if you guys do want to support me, my YouTube and Twitch are RichHomieQuinn. Feel free to look it up. Do you have a designated player for a glider bug? Every single game we have glider bug, Benjamin. It sucks, man. All right. So there's that, boys. It's really unlucky. A lot of the reasons why we sort of die or whatnot is because of glider bug, but hopefully they fix it by next season. Alrighty, so we're gonna be hopping on to some solo scrims, guys. So I'm gonna be playing on NA East. I'm pretty sure. What regions are in here today, boys? Do we have a lot of EU, NA East, NA West, OCE, Middle East? What region are you guys? How many heals should I have? Usually 2 heals is good. Okay, I see you guys. Yeah, I will say the rules again in a second. If you see someone in your landing spot and he has a better drop, should you dip? Yeah, sometimes disengaging is a good thing. Pumper attack, it depends on my AR for the most part, especially in trios. I will do NA East, boys. So I'm an NA West player, so I'm going to be playing on like 100 ping. Or 80 ping. Alright, so first code, boys, is going to be Quinn, NA East. If you guys do want to help people out in the chat, the code's just going to be Quinn, Quinn, and it's going to be on NA East. So if you guys do want to help out other people in the chat, please repost it for me. Well, a lot of West people have been here today. Let's get it. How do you get better aim? Usually ADSing your shot, so sort of making sure that you scope in when you're shooting is really important. How do you study your drop? Going into replays violent and seeing what you could have done better. Thank you guys for helping out people in chat. Quinn with no capital Q, all lowercase. Alright, so the roles that we talked about in trios is specifically endgame. There's going to be an IGL. So the IGL sort of calls out where you're going and also sort of tarps first. Sort of makes a tunnel first. The lead. When that IGL is low on mats or gets hurt, sometimes the play is for the support player. So the support player sort of stays towards the back of the tarp, helps out the fragger. They're looking for some impacts. They're looking for some refresh and mats. They take over the tarp until like the IGL heals up or sort of re-gets their mats. And then we have a fragger. A fragger stays towards the back of the tarp and is really, really important because they are blocking off the back of the tarp, so making sure that no one breaks in through the back and ends up, flanking the teammates and playing recycle. The code is Quinn, Quinn on NAEs. What's a loot path? A loot path is sort of you have a set path of sort of landing at a house, then rotating somewhere after the house, and then to this chest, to this item spawn, stuff like that. I try to aim for 100 people, boys. Can you do a lesson about mobile players using controllers? I'm not a mobile player, and I've never really played Fortnite on a controller, so my lesson wouldn't help you out too much, Omar. I'm sorry, brother. There's only 2 rules. It's no stream sniping and no teaming. Do I take all early game fights? No. You can pick and choose the early fights you take. And get better shotgun aim, making sure that you scope in with your shotgun shot before shooting it is really, really important. Code is Quinn, yes. Code is Quinn, Quinn. If you guys do want to help out other people, these are Solar Arena on NA East. Can you add the winner? Yeah. Whoever wins the game, you guys can be added to my friends list forever. Instaflix. The code is Quinn. The only 2 rules are no stream sniping and no teaming. Violent. The goal is to switch to PC, but you could perform on console still. What is the Discord to find trios? I don't know, say your name. Wurs. I think it's Wurs maybe. ProGuides Discord is really good to find people, or just a scrim Discord for your region. Why am I in Open League? This is my alt account where I have customs on, Chris. Gotta turn off that friend request. Alright, boys, we're gonna be starting up 100 players. Let's get it, man. How you edit fast? You just gotta practice, man. I'm gonna be on 100 ping too. It's a mic. Let's get it. Camping in bushes or boxing up? You should box up. Because if you camp in a bush, it sort of shows that you're kind of scared or that you're not a confident player. But playing bushes is sometimes a good thing. Do you play West at Night, or is that during practice? So one of the games that I showed was West at Night, and all the other games were prac games, Squid. Yo, are you good? I have over $20,000 in earnings for Fortnite, so you guys get to choose if I'm good or not. How do I improve your sensitivity? Yeah, I mean, you can change your sensitivity. It's just sort of just practicing over and over again. What's the code? The game started Pamper, but we will be doing that game after this one. What is the best devices though to have in a trio? What do you mean, Vanna? Is like guns? I'm gonna be hiding my screen, boys. If you guys are like, hey, the screen's black, why can't I see? It's not because your YouTube is broken. It is because I am hiding my screen so I don't get stream sniped off drop. I mean, it's really important to have one person to have a minigun or RPG. Big fan. That's what I'm talking about. Revel. Placement or kills? You should play placement because kills come with placement. If you just play the game, you're gonna eventually get kills. What is the best PC? No matter how good your PC is, you will still lag playing Fortnite, unfortunately. But obviously getting better in new respects is something that you can do to improve your PC. How do you get better at comms? Making sure not to repeat things over and over again. Crypix, a lot of Fortnite players, what they do is like, they say one shot, when really the player is at like 50 HP. So improving your comms is saying he's 50 HP, he's 50 white. Stuff like that is better information and better comms than what you sort of see pro Fortnite players do. Alright, we're good. This is my first game on, so my builds might be a little bit rusty, but we'll see what we could do. Can we do Europe servers after? I will have too much ping on Europe, so most likely not, unfortunately. I use NVIDIA, but they're both really good. AMD is usually cheaper. Love the videos. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Ryder. Thank you for the kind words. My cousin's name is Ryder. How do you get in? I will drop the code in YouTube after this game is over. You're the best. Much love, Sniper Elite. Thank you guys for all the kind love, man. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to drop a like. If you guys do want to show some love to me, my socials are RichHomieQuinn on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, boys. We post on everything. There's gonna be a guy near me. I think that might be the dude over there. Serpent, you gotta make sure that you're on Solo Arena and that your region is in East. This guy was in the air for so long, Focus. Yeah, I appreciate you, Focus. Focus has been in almost every single one of the streams, man. Always showing love. I appreciate people like that, man. You guys really do cheer up my day. I'm gonna keep the med kit here just because zone's pretty far. Picking up the big pot instead of the 1 mini just because I can get 50 HP. All that. Can I shout you out? We'll say what's up to Jex up in the chat. I thought it was trios. I talked over trios. Right now we're doing solo arena. We could do trio arena for next week though. So this guy has been down here for a good bit. I decided to go for a beam on him. We played duos. We're gonna be playing a competitive game mode. So right now it's solo in trio arena. So I can end this fight fast because I have an RPG. But the only thing is that this guy's gonna have good mats. Which is gonna be suck E for myself. So he's sort of just farming up. Don't think he's stream sniping either. So he won't know that I'm in this position. Gonna be hopping in the boat. When he hops in the boat, that's the easy beam. Easy beam, he said. Missed all my shots. It's a bad bloom and combination of bad aim too. So I'm gonna allow that guy to rotate. This game is stacked, guys. You guys are playing for endgame. Let's get it. Appreciate that. Gives us better practice. So I'm shooting out this wall right here to see if someone's there. He's still there. I just try to shoot me with a shotgun, which shows that he's not. RPG on him, comboing it with a shotgun shot. Gonna be sneaking this one through. Got a tag there. So now he's super low. He's gonna be dropping down, shotgun in his face. Off beat snail. I'm sorry, brother. No hard feelings. All right, so I'm gonna play harpoon right here and just get up some fish. So right there, I just snuck in a RPG there, right there, which basically got me the win. RPG is so powerful when it comes to the game of Fortnite. What was my dream loadout? My dream loadout would be a probably 4 floppers, 6 minis, a heavy sniper with a golden scar and golden pump. That'd be my dream loadout. What about you guys? What's your guys' dream loadout? Let me know in chat. What's up? Hi, Jason. How do you get better in creative, Vix? Is this sort of playing against better players? You get better by playing better players. If you play against bad players, you're going to build bad habits because there's stuff that's going to work on them. But it won't work on, you know, quote-unquote pros. No mythics? I guess with mythic weapons, my loadout would be different. Probably take out the heavy sniper, add the grappler, and have the mythical scar to go with the golden pump. I'm not watching Endgames out right now, Lurks. I do that on my Twitch though. Minigun, 4 floppers, 3 pots, grappler, and gold tack. That sounds pretty deadly. Hey, we got a llama, boys. Let's get it. Is that a harpoon there? Best resolution is just preference right now. There is no best resolution. Some people like stretch, some people like native. 6 slurps, mythic scar, mythic grab, gold pump. Okay, I respect that. Alrighty. How many minis is that? 3. I'm gonna pick up 3 minis just because it's faster to pop. How do you improve your mechanics, man? Just fighting better players, man. Box fighting. So the best way to get better in Fortnite, man, is joining a Discord. You know, ProGuides has their Discord. If you guys want to find some people to fight on ProGuides, it's a great way. But just finding people on Discord and 1v1ing them and building a friend group. All these top pro players, what do they have? They have a friend group because they get to PG and they get to build, fight, and all this against, you know, the best players. So if you surround yourself by players that are really good or players that want to improve, you will become a better player just naturally because you surround yourself by a good, productive environment. Oh my goodness, guys. What do we do here, man? Do we pick up Brutus? You guys gotta help me decide, man. It's a hard choice right now. No one went Grotto this game. What do you guys want, Brutus or RPG? Want me to pick it? I think Brutus is too good not to pick. How far is zone? Zone's a good bit. We need to get some med kits here. There is no med kits, guys. You cannot make this up. Opened up all those chests and got no med kits. No. That is so scary, guys. You guys didn't know how much my heart dropped right there. Imagine I get glider bug. Oh god. Don't even think about it. That's toxic. Yeah, we're chilling though. We're chilling. Hopefully. Alrighty, I might have to use the launch pad here to get to zone. I'm just gonna set this. Splash is up to you, man. You can become a pro player on controller or mouse and keyboard. Let's see what we have in the chat, boys. Do we have any mobile players? Do we have mouse and keyboard? Do we have controller? Do we have Switch players? What do we like up in the chat right now? Open ammo box. I have so much ammo right now. I don't need to. Yeah, see, look, okay, we got hybrid players. Okay, I see it's good. You gotta flex on us like that. Yeah, I agree. 60 FPS is difficult to play in comp, but it's not impossible. See, look, we got so many different types of players in the chat. There we go, Swifties. No. Don't storm fight me, buddy. It ain't worth it. Just got it. What is exit lag? It's called input lag. And input lag is lag that you get through having just an input. How's my day going? It's going great, Dylan. I hope your day is going better than mine. I'm gonna use the launch pad here. Because there was someone holding me right there. He's trying to be sneaky. Sneaky like I don't see him in the box right there. Haha. Oh, you pad. Not a bad play. Oop, another guy here. He's playing in a bush. I'm dipping. Oh no, there's a dude right there. It's all good. We're good. Okay, I need to heal up before I go for anything too crazy. I'm looking for the siphon on this kill. So I'm also going to be peeking through my window. There we go. So I'm pressuring this guy right after I get this kill, so he doesn't want to go for the loot. So I sort of, you know, alpha up on this loot, I guess you could say. And I'm getting another pad on the guy. Let's go. So that guy, why that guy died was not because he's a bad player, obviously, right? That guy was obviously pretty good at the game. But the reason why he died is that he put himself in a position where he was sort of going to get sandwiched. If he landed to the south side, then I would have got sprayed by that guy and that dude. But he sort of put himself in between two different players, which got him focused. What are my settings? I have all my settings on low. My sensitivity is 8% on 800 DPI. You just made a Fortnite clan. Good stuff, Icy. That's the grind. You love my tips? Hey, I'm glad you improve it. How do you improve building? You just got to hop into creative, man, and just, you know, PG, different people, box fight. Zone war is realistic. You got your first arena win today? Let's get it, Deadlord. That's the first of many that are to come. I missed a big. You're right. You're not wrong. Yeah, when I'm sort of multitasking, looking at chat and whatnot, I do forget some stuff like that. But that is a good call, Sloth. Good job pointing it out, because you might think like, oh, he didn't want to pick up the big for whatever reason. But obviously, I did miss it. So right here, I was gonna use the toilet to teleport towards here, but it looks like there might be a guy there, so making sure that I don't get camped when I do that is really, really important. So I looked towards that direction before I went for the garbage can, I should say, not toilet. I'm gonna play edge here though. Put myself in a position where I can look for some holds here. So again, I had that purple AUG, and I decided to hold the blue tack. Now that I got a purple pump, I go for that scar. So you always want to be peeking with the cone below you. It gives you better angles, and you can also sort of protect yourself a little bit more too. So that guy's trying to spray at me, so I alpha up on it. Sort of make a box towards him. That guy's cracked. I might be able to get the kill here most likely. And this other guy has a sniper. Doesn't look like it though. My aim is bad right now. He died. Got better aim, I kill that guy. It's all good though. So when I set up this next zone, I want to mark to sort of see where I need to rotate towards. I see that there's old high ground right there. So what I could do, I could just ramp above that and get height. So playing height, half in, half out, isn't the greatest play in solos, but it does work in these more dead lobbies. Not too many players in the lobby. Usually the later they take it, or the earlier they take it, the better. Just because when these lobbies are really, really stacked and you take it early, then you sometimes get psychoed by a launch pattern. He's got arena, earned 350 points. Let's get it, Bacon. What is good FPS for competitive? Good FPS is like 144. If you can get 144 FPS, you know, you have pretty good FPS. Can I have a PC? Yeah, don't worry, brother. I got you, man. I'll buy you a PC. No biggie. Fishy Army up in the chat? Okay. How do you find the perfect keybinds? What I would recommend is go see what other pros are using. Okay. Okay. we love mythical items. You know, don't mind me, man. So I went for the. So I didn't want to fight that guy, obviously. I just went for the mats, and there was also a launch pad there, which is huge. I'm overbuilding right here. Oh. My guy just got high ground on me. I thought that guy right there was this dude above me. But I was wrong. Did get half here. So I'm probably going to go for right hand side peek on him. Hit him for 100. He ends up getting heavy sniped down. I can continue the pressure on him with my minigun. I have so much ammo. So I'm just going to continue spraying this guy. Grief his game. So actually got to be careful. People might want to land on me. Should keep high here. Play smart. So I think one of the guys that below me ends up dying. But again, why did I win that fight? Just because I went for the right hand side peek there and I just hit my shot for 110. And he positioned himself in a position where he could get heavy sniped down. So that was the play that he messed up on. So I don't want to over peek here just because I can get heavy sniped. So I'm just going to be looking for launch padders high in the sky. Oh. This guy is grappler. So he's my biggest threat in the game, right? So when you're playing this game, you got to sort of try to figure out who's your biggest threat. The grappler player is my biggest threat because he can get high ground on me pretty easily. So me trying to grief that guy's game and just waste his mats is really, really important. So I end up getting an RPG here. I'm going to end up dropping my big pots because they're going to be really, really hard to pop endgame. Trying to go for a RPG in that guy's box, but he ends up moving. We have some C4 here too that we can throw to grief on someone maybe. Don't know if someone's in that box. We'll find out. Oh, indeed there is. Oh, the guy tabbed out. Oh, the homie was just trying to look at the stream. He ends up getting a RPG into spleen. So these guys are trying to rotate early. It's a good play. I'm going to go for a short pad. Right there. That's something that we talked about in the last lesson. Was sort of the different types of launch pads and when to use them. That was a one-time short pad use. So I'm going to send an RPG at this. He's going to try to go to the RPG and he's going to end up dying. Oh, he ends up getting opened up. I think I got lucky. So guys, A3 white. I end up getting the kill on that guy. So right here, I don't necessarily want to keep the high gunner here. I have so many pads right here. I'm just trying to go for another short pad. One-time use short pad. You see how the one-time use short pad is really, really good there because it also doesn't allow that other person to recycle. The short pad, I'm going to minigun high ground. Ends up dropping down. I still have height. I'm trying to pressure anyone that I think is going to be the biggest threat to me. I end up cracking that guy. Might be able to get the kill there. I see this guy over here. Pressuring him down. Going for an RPG reload. End up getting heavy sniped out. I'm chilling though. I'm in zone now. Staying on the high ground. So right here, I'm going to keep my SCAR reloaded 24/7, right? So I'm going to keep my SCAR reloaded, and I'm just going to be pressuring with the minigun. There's no reason for me to be pressuring with both my guns, just because I don't want to get caught with one of my guns not being reloaded. So I have really low mats right now, which sucks. But I'm playing above this tree line, so people can't really spot me. 4 players remaining. There is a dude ahead of zone. Biggest threat to me. It's gonna be that guy. I'm going for a short pad right here. I'm getting sprayed by 2 people. I'm trying to play on old builds. Using my SCAR now when I need to use it. Getting RPG'd out. And this guy ends up dying in storm, getting his mats real quick. Playing into zone. Got really good mats right here. Got an RPG for him. This guy's an RPG too, so I gotta be careful. Can't take fall damage. Ends up hitting a nice gun shot onto me. I'm really aware of zone, and I see that it goes to this mountain. So I'm going to reconnect it to this mountain over here. Going for an RPG here in a second. This guy has to be low on mats. So The more I wait, the better this is going to be for me. Go for reload. I still have decent mats. He's looking for a high ground. I'm going to go for a shotgun shot here. Ooh, beautiful shot by him. Stand on the high ground. Hit him for shield. Nice, let's go. I sort of went for a psycho play right there, but I ended up getting the splash damage onto him right there. GG's though. Get some GG's up in the chat. Let's go. All right, we'll get another game going. I can't get into champs. I'm stuck in Division 7. What I would recommend is this landing edge zone and whatnot. Always shoot your RPG. But side build's never above, because if they edit, you deal $100 or 100 damage. I agree. Can I get better angles? And can you do trios this match? Better angles is a sort of moving to the right, hard left, or ahead, you know. 3 big pots or 3 med kits. It depends. If zone's far away, med kits. If zone's close, you have zone, big pots. I was going to be dropping another code. This code is going to be on NA East Arena Solos, man. NA East Arena Solos. We're going to do trios on probably Monday. Because the AUG is not a good spray weapon, Alpaza. So having a good spray weapon goes good with a pump. Sort of like an SMG with a pump. A Scar can sort of do that. Code is Quinn1. If you guys do want to help out other people in the chat, Quinn1 on NA East Solo Arena. Please put the code in the chat for people who do need it. Let me know if it's working. It says only 3 people in. Is it working right now? I did, ironic. Unfortunately, I did not qual, but we made some money. How many people does it say in the lobby for you guys? It says only 4. I don't think the code's working. All right, yeah, we'll do Riku. We'll do Riku. I don't know why it said there was people in there, but there wasn't. All right. Copying and pasting this code so it cannot mess up. Exactly, Wesky. All right. Quinn3. Try Quinn3, guys. Solo Arena. Your name's Quinn? Hey. Shout out to your parents for naming you the alpha name. You need help with trios? My lesson earlier today was sort of addressing the rules in trios, Christy. All right. Does this work now? Good comms. Good comms, pro skills. There we go. 43. I'm normally on PC, but I play on a Mac laptop. I'm going to try it. Good luck, Slurpee. Quinn3. We can maybe go for 2 lobbies. We'll see. Quinn3 NAEs was. Can I add you? You came second last game, Favor? I'm only adding people who win. Hey, if you would have killed me there, I would have got you, man. How do you earn money in competitive? Playing in solo catch cups or FNCS? How to win mythics? Mythics are usually outplaying your opponents, knowing the area better. All right, we're at 115. We might not be able to get 2 lobbies. It just filled up so fast, I thought maybe I had the chance for 2 lobbies. What's my Discord? You can do XP Strength Discord in my Twitch chat. If you guys want to show up to my YouTube and Twitch, it's going to be exclamation mark, or it's going to be RichHomieQuinn. So if you guys do want to show some love to me, I'd appreciate it. How old am I? I am 19 years old. Yes, I've gotten in solos. I've placed 3rd, 6th, 8th, 9th, 11th, 12th, and a bunch of other placements. How do you get better at mechanics? Is just sort of practicing over every single day, man. Crash, I'm sorry, Everest. Did I play Fortnite? I play Fortnite 8 hours a day. All I do is play Fortnite, man. Yes, I do have a Twitch. My Twitch is RichHomieQuinn. If you guys do want to show some love, I'm partnered on Twitch. Go show some love to my Twitch. Alright, boys, if you guys are like, hey, the screen's black, I can't see anything, it's not because your YouTube is broken, it's because I am hiding my drop spot. You play Fortnite 19 hours a day, you only sleep for 5 hours, Matthew? That is not healthy. What is my earnings? I have over $20,000 in earnings. If you guys also do want some useful tips, I definitely would recommend watching other ProGuides videos. ProGuides has a lot to offer when it comes to Fortnite tips. And you can also get someone different POV on certain circumstances. How do you stop panicking? Just sometimes it's breathing. You're stuck at 6K points? I'll just land edge map. Just play placement. How old do you need to be for FNCS? 13. How can you get money for a PC? Save up your birthday money and Christmas money and all that money and just save it up. You know host anymore? We might do another one. We'll see, Spidey. How you doing, Ben? How do you convince your parents to support you? Get good grades. If you have good grades, your parents will almost support you in everything. So the best way to prove to your parents is if you want to be like I finished college, my college semester yesterday, and I finished with a 4.0. I got all A's. Who's still in school, guys? Is anyone in chat still in school, or are you guys done with school for the year? You guys are still in school? Yep. So what I would recommend, man, the best way to have your parents support you, man, and you know, really make your parents proud is just doing good in school. You know, trying to get A's and B's, and then be to your parents like, hey, you know, I've been doing really good in school. Can you maybe allow me to get a PC or something like that? Because you can also tell them, oh, a computer is going to help me out when it comes to schoolwork or whatnot. Because it will. But you can also, you know, game. There's a llama over here that's chilling on the beach. One is just so smart. I used to get really bad grades in high school. I had like D's and C's in high school, but then I ended up turning myself around junior and senior year and ended up getting 4.0. So it doesn't matter where you're at right now, it's where you're at, you know, in a year from now. So just because you think you have bad grades right now, don't be afraid to turn around. Want to work for you, Karen? I'm sorry. Hopefully next game works. Can we do EU next, please? We'll see. We'll see. I'm a NA West player, so I'll get like 140 ping on EU, and if I get stream sniped, man, it's just I won't be able to defend myself. I'm guessing there's a dude in these bushes right here. Don't have a shotgun, which sort of is unfortunate. So there's a little trick. If you look through the top of bushes, you can actually see if someone's hiding in there. So there's no one hiding in these bushes. Alright. No one saw that, boys. No one saw that. Nice trick. Nice trick. I guess I didn't spot him. I guess he wasn't hiding in the middle. Hey, 100% works. He was just probably hiding on the outside. How did I not shoot him through the bushes too? Alright, we'll do another game, boys. We'll do another game. It might be in the description. Buddy. You still doing the nutties? Much love, Dylan. Alright, boys. Code is going to be out, boys. Actually, let me actually make a new code. Hey, it's an actual tip. I don't know how I didn't see that guy. Maybe he wasn't even in the bush. Maybe he was hiding behind something else. Alright, code is going to be Quinn7. Quinn7. Any tips for cash cups? Yes, play placement, man. Play placement. I play placement every single cash cup, and I qualified for every single one. Except the last one. No, I did not pro prep. Do you have any tips for lag? Because I have a potato laptop. You just got to move slow or official. You can't, try to be super, super fast. You gonna stream after this? I might play some basketball after this, and I'll be streaming later. Again, if you guys do need some help on, if there's a question that I'm not answering, feel free to send me a DM on Twitter. My Twitter is RichHomieQuinn. Code is Quinn7, boys. Quinn7 on Analysts. There are no rules. Only 2 rules are don't stream snipe and no teaming. Any tips for cash cups? I play placement. I land edge map and just play placement. There is no delay frost. Wait a bit? Yeah, I'm waiting until it hits 100. Minigun or drum gun? Probably drum gun. Drum gun if you're a control player, 100%. Surfish or minis? It depends on how many minis and surfish you have. Let's say you have 3 minis, but 2 surfish. Probably surfish because you can get more health out of it. But let's say you have 6 minis or 2 surfish, they're pretty even. Need your last one to send it again, Luke. My bad, brother. Sorry for missing it. How old do you need to be to compete? 13 years old. There are insane pro players that are 13. Thanks for reading, chat. I got you, Dylan. I try, man. How do you spell Quinn? Quinn. There's 2 N's. 2 N's and then the number 7. Keep choking Endgame. Any tips? Try to be high ground, Ghoulie. That's probably the best thing you can go. But you're 12, Matthew. Doesn't mean you can't not grind, right? You can grind right here. And then right when you turn 13, bam. You're going to be a goat. There's all lowercase. Am I a pro player? Yes, I have over $20,000 in earnings. I also am signed as a competitive player under an org called Extra. All right, boys, we're going to be starting it up. Let's get it. You haven't won a solo game? Any tips? Yeah, maybe you just got to play a little bit more passive, Chris. You're 11? It's all good. If you're only 11 or 12 and you want to play Fortnite competitively, don't worry, guys. When you guys turn 13, 14, 15, 16, you guys are going to have so much opportunity when it comes to esports. It's going to be insane. But it's good that you guys are, trying to grind when you're young. Shout out to you guys. Can you do trios on Monday? Yeah, we can try. Drum gun worth it? Is it? I don't know. I'm a mouse and keyboard player, and drum gun doesn't seem as OP. I'd maybe have a minigun. Read this if you like Fortnite. Oh, looks like I like Fortnite. You go to. Yes, I've been in the pro Discord for NA West for like 2 years now. How do you get a trio? Through a Discord rider. You're 22. Am I too old to play Fortnite? No, never too old, man. Not only you can probably play Fortnite competitively. If not, you can go down the content creation path. You can also be a coach. You can always dabble into Fortnite competitive or just playing Fortnite for fun, man. Hide screen. People stream snipe me. They stream snipe me. Oh, okay. Who's this? Og in your box. We have focus right there. See, I'm getting to know you guys through the skins, and then we got the RC King. Let's get it. That was you, Matt. 3 kills right now. I'm insane, man. Are those decoys that this guy threw? Your thoughts on next season? I have no thoughts, Luke. When it comes to Fortnite, man, I do not have my hopes up. I do not get excited anymore because usually my hopes and dreams get crushed through Fortnite. I did not land her. When match is amazing, I'm using a G-Wolves Hottie. H-A-T-I. Team Fish or Banana? You know, I gotta say I'm Team Fish. Team Fishy. I gotta keep that fishy on me at all times. I'm a flopper player. We allowed to swing pickaxes? Yeah, you are. But if someone does kill you, then you know they can. They can backstab you. They can. Audio. So I got a cone right here. This guy's pushing up. This guy's got a good shotgun, so I'm keeping my distance as much as possible. He's gonna be low on mats. A wall, placing a stair, reversing it, drop it down. Gonna be looking for a quick shot right there. Bam! I started to track that guy's through his builds, which gave me the advantage. All right, let's get it. I'm on Beast, much love. What type of tunnels do I prefer? I always do stair tarps, man. You save so much mats. That's why they're my favorite easily. Yeah, a little stream sniper here, eh? Oh, you're a really smart player, man. So I heard him kill someone down here. Ooh, there's actually someone in here. Got a purple tack, so I'm down to 50-50. Oh, I lost it, man. The stream snipers are getting me, man. GG's. GG's, GG's. Alright, boys, we'll do some Zone Wars, man. You guys trying to play some Zone Wars? An inspiration, much love, Vapor. Alright, boys. First come, first serve. First 16 people that add me on Epic will be in my Zone Wars game. RichHomieQuinn is my name. You gotta add me super fast before everyone else does. The code did not work again. It's all good. We'll be doing Zone Wars. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not adding you, brother. You are blocked, homie. Stream sniper, gone. Alright, let's go see. Alrighty, boys. We have the set amount of people. I gotta make sure my voice is off. Voice chat off. I'm gonna put my party on open. First people that add me, or first people that join, get into the Zone Wars. It is open. Let's get it. You hovered over your name. Press skills times. I got you, man. Oh, sorry. You posted my bush fail on TikTok. Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Make sure to tag me on TikTok at RichHomieQuinn. Alright, if you guys have TikTok, go show my TikTok some love. How do you know if you're on a bad layer? Endgame is if you're getting shot at a lot, Eric. That's when you know that you got to switch your layer up or down. Is if you're getting sprayed. Alright, one more person, boys. Make sure we all ready up right now. I'm going to be putting in the map, so make sure you guys do follow me. How to get subs, man? It's just grinding. Using hashtags and stuff like that, too. I'm sorry, Zifla. Sorry if I missed you guys. You won the short game? Good stuff, Trinix. Alright, someone in yellow is not starting it. Who's that person in yellow that's not starting it? Call him out on voice chat. I'm not joining voice chat on. How do I kick someone out? You readied up? Let's get it. I saw, Luke. I saw. Let's get it. Oh, there is a custom match code. My bad, guys. I'm gonna go on Twitch. Yes. And how do you get a credit code? You have to get it through applying through the Epic Games website. Is brick or metal better for endgame rotations? They're both really good. I like brick just because it builds a little bit faster. But if you're ahead of zone, then feel free to use metal. Fishy army, let's get it. I try to ready up, guys. Sorry. Do you used to play controller? No, I've always been a mouse and keyboard player. I went from Minecraft to Counter-Strike, Global Offensive to we're on East Coast. It's not a huge deal though. To Fortnite. John Wick, I see ya. Let's go. Is there a good Zonors map? Well, I joined the Fishy Army. You know, if Tico wants me to join the Fishy Army, I will join. Yes, I have to get the invitation though. How to get the best keybinds, Nadin? Just copy other good pro players. How to be the fastest edits is just hopping in creative and grinding, man. We're missing one person. There we go. How do we join? I'll accept people. Let's go see if we're gonna be a high ping. So whenever I play Zone Wars, I always just tarp ahead and then I look for impact frags. Gonna get a stay on that guy's box. One shot. Got this guy's wall. Ooh. Alright, on the low ground here. Yeah, spam, that's how it be. That's why I don't like Zone Wars. People do a lot of crazy stuff. Doesn't feel like it's too realistic. One thing that you guys can take, and you guys can sort of see my tarps. And maybe implement them into your own gameplay. Probably on the cleanest right now, just because on a high ping and not too warmed up, but placing the cone early here. So he can't place a ramp. Ooh, he hit a nice pump on me. Play up elevation here. Oop, I just got sprayed from a guy who's in storm. On 100 ping, hey, that's how it is. What is the best creative maps? I like a lot of Donnie SC's maps. I also like 1v1 realistics too. Yeah, I'm a West player. I'm not turning on voice chat, man. How to get better at rotating is just sort of playing the game or not. When do you do the Mongo Classic? You can just do it when you're trying to get someone's wall. You get a critic code. You just gotta look it up on YouTube. Focus. That's the best way to figure it out. Focus. What skin am I wearing? I'm wearing default. What tunnel do I suggest for noobs? I mean, I suggest if you're a noob, you should try doing the hardest thing so you don't become a noob anymore. How do you get better mechanics? Is grinding. I see you later, Focus. See you on the next stream, brother. we're chilling, we're chilling. So I'm gonna try to get a cone in from this guy. Oop, my buildings aren't placing. Wait, what? This guy's teleporting. What is happening with this guy? Okay, a little sneaky pump for a wall replace. Probably in a bad position right here. I'm gonna go for a mini before the zone rotates. Oh, this guy took my wall first try. Nice. No, it was one pickaxe swing away. Took too much storm damage there. I think I got this cone on this guy. I'm out of mats. Gotta hit a big boy pump. Didn't get the siphon there. Didn't get the siphon because of the map. Best size monitor. Usually like a 24-inch is usually pretty good. Higher low sense. The lower the sense, usually the more consistent you are, so it's usually better puller. Grind what to get better mechanics? Is you should be box fighting slash playgrounding slash realisticing better players. Is the Air Ninja 58 good? It's really good mouse. It's just the thing about the mouse is it's expensive and it breaks easily. It's a po guy. Do I use G-Sync? I use G-Sync and it helps me out. It'd be like Raider 464. You know, Raider 464 is a goat. It's hard to be a goat. How do you improve your builds? You just gotta hop into creative, man, and just rebuild. Playground better players. I'm gonna phase him. Oop. Phase through me. GG Sinister. How should he play solo squads? Making sure that you have like a launch pad when you're solo squatting is super important, because if you get in a bad position, you can dip out. I like to do a right hand side peek. How to get good FPS is upgrading your computer, making sure that you have nothing open and having your settings on low, graphics on low. How do you join, Nathan? This is first come first serve for these. How to get good game sense is VOD reviewing and playing the game a lot, Screaming Devil. Pump or attack, it depends on my AR. Let's say like I have a Scar, then I like having pump. And let's say I have an AUG, then I'd rather have attack. Wow, nice moves, AUG. G-Sync is a type of monitor. How am I? I'm doing great, Christian. How about you, brother? How can you VOD review? You can look at someone's Twitch VODs. You can look at replays. How many more rounds? I'm going to do one more round. I think lighter mouses are better for Fortnite. Nice, AUG. 1v1 situation here on the low ground. Let's see if he's going to be able to clutch it up. 3 more builds. Gets the flopper off 100 HP. He's got to spray down this player from the high ground. He is in Storm, though. Maybe. Ooh, he ends up dropping down, getting that shot from behind. How can you be a god at Fortnite? You just gotta grind, man. So I switch to keyboard and mouse. It's up to you, Thomas. Controller players are in a good meta right now, so. Keep us at it, Everest. We'll see. Just don't spam invite me and you won't get removed. So low here. How did I not get that kill there? I need a siphon. Siphon for my HP. I'm gonna stay ahead of zone. Ah, nice shot. Didn't know this guy in Storm. How do you sprint? You can. I recommend having auto sprint on. Your videos are really good. I appreciate it, Simon. Well, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here, boys. I appreciate you guys being here, man. Show them up. Hope you guys did enjoy the lesson. We did talk about sort of the roles in Endgame and sort of how to play Endgame as a trio. Basically about an IGL as a main tarper, and then we talked about the support player takes over the tarp when the IGL needs a heal or runs out of mats, and then the fragger stays at the back of the tarps, looks for impacts, and also makes sure to block off the back of the tarp. So that is like a small real recap of what we talked about earlier today. Thank you guys for playing customs with me. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys do want to show me some love on my YouTube, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, it's all RichHomieQuinn. So yeah, that's where you contact me. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, man. Peace out, guys. I will be here on Monday at the same time, so an hour and 30 subtracted by your time right now. It's 12 p.m. for PST. Paper chasing. If I did miss out on any of you guys' questions or anything, send me a DM on my Twitter, RichHomieQuinn. Peace out, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you guys for the follows and stuff like that. But shout out to ProGuides for having me. Peace out, guys.